Since people are an organization's most valuable resource, it is crucial to have a thorough understanding of their needs, values, and motivations to increase their level of commitment, satisfaction, and loyalty to the company, as stated by Batugal 2019. Job satisfaction is defined by Torukova et al. 2020 as the mental state identified by the degree to which an individual perceives his work-related needs have been met. It is also suggested by Riemann 2012 that job satisfaction is an essential component of organizational behavior and has been shown to predict employee retention and measure the turnover rate. On the other hand, according to Indeed 2023, organizational commitment pertains to the extent to which individuals within a team exhibit a sense of concern and investment in their professional environment. In addition, Allen and Mayer 1990 identified that organizational commitment is composed of three constructs, namely affective, continuous, and normative commitment. Similarly, Allen and Mayer 1987 and 1991 asserts that affective commitment is a person's emotional attachment to the organization. Continuous commitment is based on the individual's recognition of the cost associated with leaving the organization, and normative commitment reflects the individual's sense of moral obligation to do so. According to Chu and Blanc 2015, organizational commitment yields importance as it will lead to most favorable outcomes for both organization and its employees. In the past years, job satisfaction and organizational commitment are the topics that have been discussed often in the literature about work organization. However, a few studies focus on the jobs of government employees, in which this study aims to determine the job satisfaction and organizational commitment among government employees. Therefore, this study recommends for future researchers to further explore the topic of job satisfaction, as it is proven that it's constantly changing in the workplace, which means that a lot of factors may affect employee satisfaction, like economic recession, which lead to employees considering the flexibility of companies to offer remote work or work from home setup. According to the latest Job Happiness Index report of JobSeek 2022, Filipinos are becoming dissatisfied with their jobs. Back in 2017, the Philippines' rating of job satisfaction dropped from 5.25 in 2016 to 4.97 in 2018 on a scale of 1 to 10. Lack of training and career development opportunities, as well as the leadership team's management style, are the main causes of job dissatisfaction. Although they are happy where they work, employees in banking and finance, retail, and BPO rank the lowest on average, while oil and gas, government, and education are the three industries where people are the happiest. The study also aims to determine the relationship between job satisfaction and organizational commitment among Decade Central employees. The Human Resources Management Department will benefit from this study, which is in charge of compensation, training, and development. The study will aid the management in crafting a strategic plan that will improve the level of job satisfaction and organizational commitment, specifically in creating a strategic compensation for their employees.
Conceptual framework. This model is based on the research paradigm that uses demographic segments such as job tenure, seniority level, monthly income, and educational attainment to establish the profile of the selected DepEd Central employees in the Philippines. This study will determine the existing relationship between the level of job satisfaction and three constructs of organizational commitment if they are grouped according to their profile. The variable job satisfaction has been associated not only with the financial benefit but also the socio-psychological advantages that the job provides. The goal of this study is to assess the level of job satisfaction of the respondents. It also aims to examine the respondents' assessments through their level of organizational commitment. As defined by Mayer and Allen 1997, affective commitment is the employee's emotional affection and involvement to the organization. Lastly, the intention of the study is to find if there is a significant connection between organizational commitment and job satisfaction.
This study will use the combination of descriptive and correlational research as the research design. At the same time, the correlational research method aims to identify the variables and show how they relate to another. This paper targets the employees of DepEd Central. The sample size computing using Slowing formula wherein the total population size of the DepEd Central is 1,500. The results was 316. The sample size which we the respondent of this study together to data the required respondent of this study, the sample technique to be using is not probability sampling, special quality, convenience, the sampling which allowed the proponent to have respondent, then are convenience to participate and easily accessible.
To gather data, the researchers used two forms of survey questionnaire, one in online and one in paper. On your screens is the first page of the online form questionnaire. To follow the ethics of research, informed data consent and data privacy consent are attached. Both adopted questionnaires made use of a 5-point Likert scale. For job satisfaction, respondents assess their level of satisfaction, wherein the highest score is 5 or extremely satisfied, and the lowest score is 1 or extremely dissatisfied. As per organizational commitment, level of agreement is assessed where 5 is the highest score or strongly agree and 1 is the lowest or strongly disagree. Proceeding to the presentation of SOP, methods, findings, conclusions, and recommendations. The first SOP is analyzed using frequency and percentage as this presents the demographic profile of respondents. Results of the study reveal that majority of the respondents have been in service with DepEd between 2 to 15 years while a few have stayed for as long as 21 years or more. In terms of monthly income, most of the respondents are receiving salary grade 6 to 15 or a monthly income between 17,553 to 36,190. Some are currently in salary grade 16 to 20, receiving monthly income between 39,672 to 57,347, while a few are in salary grade 1 to 5 with a monthly income averaging from 13,000 to 16,543. Furthermore, as to seniority level, the majority of the respondents are currently occupying entry-level and mid-level positions, and a few are in senior-level positions already. To conclude, the workforce of DepEd Central has employees that have been associated with them for more than 21 years. Majority of them are occupying entry-level and mid-level positions. Their employees' earnings are of different level averaging from salary grade 1 to 20. All employees of DepEd Central have earned at least a bachelor's degree. The first SOP is analyzed using frequency and percentage as this presents the demographic profile of respondents. Results of the study reveal that majority of the respondents have been in service with DepEd between 2 to 15 years while a few have stayed for as long as 21 years or more. In terms of monthly income, most of the respondents are receiving salary grade 6 to 15 or a monthly income between 17,553 to 36,190. Some are currently in salary grade 16 to 20, receiving monthly income between 39,672 to 57,347, while a few are in salary grade 1 to 5 with a monthly income averaging from 13,000 to 16,543. Furthermore, as to seniority level, the majority of the respondents are currently occupying entry-level and mid-level positions, and a few are in senior-level positions already. To conclude, the workforce of DepEd Central has employees that have been associated with them for more than 21 years. Majority of them are occupying entry-level and mid-level positions. Their employees' earnings are of different level averaging from salary grade 1 to 20. All employees of DepEd Central have earned at least a bachelor's degree.
SOP number 2 is how do the employees working in DepEd Central assess the level of their job satisfaction. The method used for this is weighted mean. And based on the table, the findings show that employees of DepEd Central are generally very satisfied with their job. It can be concluded that all the job satisfaction items display a positive result. Moreover, the top 5 highest contributors for job satisfaction are first, their feeling of accomplishment that they get from the job. The results of this are supported by the study of Perkbox 2023, which suggests that it is natural to become more committed to work when you have a sense of accomplishment, followed by the way DepEd ensures steady employment. Next, when they have the chance to do something with their abilities. Another one is when they have the chance to do something for other people. And lastly, is the competence of their supervisor in making decisions.
In a similar study conducted by Gornak M. and Spindler T. 2019, it suggests that employee job satisfaction with reference to the task itself is influenced by supervisor's competency. The recommendation will be the HR department may design a career advancement training or strengthen the reward system. Additionally, giving a task that will allow the employees to challenge their capabilities and requires a high level of accountability. Lastly, giving a chance to lead a task or the freedom to work alone to keep them interested in their respective roles, thus will increase the level of job satisfaction.
On this SOP, the methods that are utilized are frequency and weighted mean. This indicates that, on average, employees at DepEd Central reported a moderate to high level of job satisfaction. This suggests that the majority of employees perceive the job satisfaction positively, as the median is relatively high, while the mean indicates that the employee generally have a positive satisfaction level.
On SOP 4.1, the level of assessment of respondents on their organizational commitment under the affective construct is analyzed. On an average, respondents agree to the items assessing their affective commitment. It can be concluded that two factors mainly contributing to their affective commitment are the employee's willingness to spend the rest of their career in the organization and that organization having great value of personal meaning to them. To increase their affective commitment, it is recommended that the manager should regularly conduct an employee commitment survey to collect feedback and measure the employee's emotional and psychological attachment to their job, which is essential in determining areas for growth, recognizing employee attitudes, and developing an environment at work that rewards commitment and loyalty. On SOP 4.2, the level of assessment of respondents on their organizational commitment under the continuance construct is analyzed. On an average, respondents agree to the items assessing their continuance commitment. It can be concluded that employees are not afraid to leave the organization even if they have no other jobs lined up and leaving the organization would require personal sacrifice. Other organizations may not match the overall benefits they receive from the organization are the top two main contributors for their continuance commitment. For recommendations, HR manager of DepEd must provide an improved compensation program where better incentives and attractive benefits to employees such as fringe benefits, dental and healthcare insurance, paid vacation leave, sick leave, and educational assistance are included. It must focus on making employees feel security on their current job and is better than the other organizations.
Proceeding to SOP, what is the DepEd Central Employees Assessment on their levels of agreement on the organizational commitment constructs of normative commitment? Weighted mean is the statistical used here. It is found out that the employees moderately agree that in this generation, employees change company too often. In addition, a notable variability is found out that staying in one organization is ethically and morally correct. With that, it is recommended that the HR department of DepEd Central must strengthen their organization by strengthening organizational culture and creating policies that is aligned with the employees' principles. To adapt with the dynamic environment, HR must always involve the employees with the organizational decisions.
The SOP 5 is trying to determine if there is a significant difference in the assessment of the employees working in DepEd Central on their level of job satisfaction when they are grouped according to job tenure. This study uses Kruskal-Wallis tools to investigate the respondents' level of job satisfaction when they are grouped according to job tenure. Results reveal that there is enough evidence to suggest that there is no significant difference, thus, it will accept the null hypothesis. It is supported in the study conducted by Dubrow and Gansak 2014. Therefore, it is recommended that the HR department must craft an enticing retirement benefit plan for employees who have rendered at least 21 years of service, offer fringe benefits and incentives like flexible hours, paid vacation leave, monetary and non-monetary incentives based on their tenure.
To analyze whether there is a significant difference on the level of assessment on job satisfaction of the respondents when they are grouped according to seniority level, Kruskal-Wallis test was used. Result then found out there is a significant difference between their answer. Thus, the null hypothesis is rejected. It is recommended that Human Resource Department should make a plan focusing on increasing job satisfaction of employees that are currently in the mid-level position, since they have been in existence for an extended period of time due to their experience. They are more capable of swiftly acquiring new skills and adapting to changes in the workplace.
The seventh statement of the problem is trying to determine if there is a significant difference in Deped Central employees based on their level of job satisfaction when they are grouped according to monthly income. This study utilized Driscoll-Wallis test and Dwastil-Critchlow-Flinger test to determine which of the items made the significant difference. The findings reveal that there is enough evidence to suggest that this study shall reject the null hypothesis, as it's seen that a salary grade from 11 to 15, which is equivalent to 27,000 to 36,190 pesos and 63,997 to 102,690 pesos, indicates that it has a moderate effect as a factor of the job satisfaction, in which a similar study of Bacan and Buyok-Bis 2013 supported. Therefore, it is recommended that HR managers may conduct a survey questionnaire that allows employees to share their assessment when it comes to their monthly income. Then create a competitive compensation program which include attractive incentives and benefits.
The 80th statement of the problem investigated whether there was a difference in the level of assessment of the employees working in DepEd Central when their educational attainment was considered. This revealed that there is a statistically significant difference on the respondents' level of job satisfaction when they are grouped according to educational attainment. As shown in the table, DepEd Central employees who have the highest level of educational attainment, such as master's degree to doctoral degree, tend to have the highest levels of job satisfaction. Therefore, we suggest the HR department must design career advancement training where they can have the chance to deepen their knowledge and upscale their skills.
Proceeding to the SOP number 9, is there a significant difference in the assessment of respondents' level of agreement on the constructs of organizational commitment when they are grouped according to their job tenure? Using the Kruskal-Wallis test and Dwastil-Critchlow-Flinger, it is found out that there is a statistically significant difference in the respondents' organizational commitment when grouped according to their job tenure. It is evident that there is a strong, significant difference seen between the employees who have stayed 21 years and longer than those who stayed shorter. Therefore, we reject the null hypothesis. It is recommended that the HR managers must design a program that will further increase the employees' organizational commitment. This includes a constantly providing employees a chance to learn new things and skills by providing seminars, training programs, and add this by providing better rewards and incentives.
The SOP number 10 is there a significant difference in the assessment of respondents on their level of agreement on the constructs of organizational commitment when they are grouped according to seniority level? The findings reveal that there is no significant difference, and based on these findings, it is concluded that the null hypothesis is accepted. It is therefore recommended that a thorough analysis should be conducted on seniority level in order to determine the significance strengthening organizational commitment to have a basis on developing strategies that will help in crafting a strategic plan that will improve the level of organizational commitment.
SOP 11 tries to identify if there is a significant difference in the answers of respondents when their monthly income is considered. Results found out that there is a significant difference between their answers, and it specifically occurred on the comparison between 17,553 to 23,176 and 63,997 to 102,690. It is also concluded that monthly income is a factor that affects the organizational commitment of employees, rejecting the null hypothesis. The results of this study are supported by Hongji et al. In 2016. It is recommended that HR managers must conduct surveys often to examine whether employees It is recommended for HR managers of DepEd to conduct an It is recommended that HR managers must conduct surveys often to examine whether employees are receiving an income that is sufficient to support their needs.
Let's proceed to SOP 12 on the respondents' level of agreement on the construct of organizational commitment when they are grouped according to educational attainment. This study used Kruskal-Wallis tools to assess if there is a significant difference between DepEd Central employees' level of agreement on the construct of organizational commitment when they are grouped according to educational attainment. The findings confirm that there is a small significant difference, therefore, it will reject the null hypothesis. To foster employee loyalty and engagement, it is recommended that the HR department should establish a career development framework that outlines potential advancement opportunities within the organization.
The last SOP aimed to test whether a relationship is present between job satisfaction and organizational commitment. Upon utilizing the persons R, it was found out that there is a positive relationship between job satisfaction and organizational commitment. However, it is interesting to note that the relationship is weak. It can be concluded that almost a flat line distribution indicates that as job satisfaction increases, the organizational commitment increases too, but not as high as job satisfaction. The first SOP is analyzed using frequency and percentage, as this presents the demographic profile of respondents. Results of the study reveal that majority of the respondents have been in service with DepEd between 2 to 15 years, while a few have stayed for as long as 21 years or more. In terms of monthly income, most of the respondents are receiving salary grade 6 to 15 or a monthly income between 17,553 to 36,190. Some are currently in salary grade 16 to 20, receiving monthly income between 39,672 to 57,347, while a few are in salary grade 1 to 5 with a monthly income averaging from 13,000 to 16,543. Furthermore, as to seniority level, the majority of the respondents are currently occupying entry-level and mid-level positions, and a few are in senior-level positions already. To conclude, the workforce of DepEd Central has employees that have been associated with them for more than 21 years. Majority of them are occupying entry-level and mid-level positions. Their employees' earnings are of different level, averaging from salary grade 1 to 20. All employees of DepEd Central have earned at least a bachelor's degree.